if anyone legally imports any item into Nigeria. We've talked about the former, am I right? The pro forma invoice, the marine insurance, now then the permit. Now this CAC, most banks don't ask for it, even though it's part of it, because if you open an account with the bank, you already give them, so they have a copy. But it's actually part of the documentation. But most banks don't ask for it since everyone already has it. Now, the post-import documentation can be divided into two. We have the shipping document, that's the pre-clearance document, then the estate control document, that's the post-clearance document. Shipping document, pre-clearance document, estate control document, post-clearance document. Let's look at the shipping document. We have the bill of lading, we have the invoice, we have the combined certificate of value and origin, we have the packing list, we have the manufacturer certificate, and we have the lab test certificate. Manufacturer certificate, lab test certificate. Now, if I'm bringing in stuff, I don't need to bring all these documents, depending on my product. If I'm bringing in towels, like we said earlier, I won't need this. My manufacturer will produce this and these other ones together with my SUNCAP or some product certificate. Certificate of conformity now in this case. Since SUNCAP will be gotten upon arrival in Nigeria. These documents are the documents to be sent by the exporter to the exporter's bank or to the importer's bank, as the case may be. Are we together? Bill of lading is the transport document. That's if it's air, that will be airway bill. If it's road, that will be roadway bill. Commercial invoice, of course, that's the invoice payment. CCPO combined. CCPO is peculiar to Nigeria. It has a form called Form 616. So for those of you that don't know this document, just tell your bank, they'll send you a blank format in Word format that you can send to your supplier who will fill and then print out and sign. But basically that document is a legal document. It has a declaration page where the exporter sign that okay, this good is from this origin, it's also and so value, blah blah blah, and sign. Then the other side is the invoice page. So the invoice page, the second page of this document is the same as the commercial invoice. Then we have the packing in the way the goods are packed, and of course the manufacturer certificate. Then we have the post-clearance. Post-clearance. When the good arrive, it will be cleared, right? After we've cleared the goods, can you have cleaned this? Can you remember the bill for collection tenor, right? Can you remember bill for collection tenor? Now, when I import goods based on bill for collection, and it's tenor bill for collection, as soon as the good arrive, the good is cleared. Upon clearance of the goods, some document will be made available to me by my agent for the bank to pay my supplier in the future. You know it's tenor, 60, 90, 180 days. I need to provide this post-clearance document. Do we understand? These post-clearance documents are exchange control documents that need to be presented by the importer to his bank before the bank can effect payment on his bill for collection transaction.
That's a situation where there is only a business is only on tax bill for collection.
Yeah. If it's non-valid, the TT that we talk about. Now you are supposed to send this to your bank, but bank really don't follow up on you because after all you didn't use the bank government money. So they really are not keen, even though it's supposed to. But they are more keen on the one that are using the phone government money, like letter of credit and bill for collection. That's what they are concerned about. That's why they need it. But it's just an evidence that you have legally cleared the goods and you have paid the requisite duties and the fees to the federal government. Now, let's look at those documents. You know something about those documents. I will emphasize some of the documents. Let me just highlight it. I will emphasize document number. This one, custom endorsed. Custom endorsed. So I will highlight number 1 and 2. Okay, let me just change the color. Okay, let me put it in blue. And number 6 and 7. Okay. Let's look at it. It's still not very If you look at it critically, let's go back here. This document here, this one the bank already has it. Remember this document go to my bank and then to me, right? When my bank is sending to me, he has to the bank will keep a copy in his file. So my bank already have number 3, my bank have number 4, my bank have number 5. My bank have number 8 and number 9. Do we understand? Are we together? The bank have those ones. Now, the PAR, when I get to the port, custom will stamp the PAR and give me a copy. You know, can you remember e-declaration? Declaration, right? When you declare, custom will print out the SGB, sign it, and give it to the agent. When you get your assessment notice, you go and pay duty, right? So you have a duty receipt. When the good arrive at the terminal, you have a terminal delivery order. Are we together? Now, number 1, number 2, number 6, and number 7, your agent will get them in the course of clearing the goods. And that should be given to you for you to give it to your bank. So that bank have it in their record. So that when your payment is due in future, they don't delay your payment and send you documentation is incomplete. Do we understand? Any question?
The e-release and goods executes, is it the same thing?
The what?
E-release.
No, e-release is online. Exit note is different.
Okay.
Exit note is different. Exit, when you are finally leaving, they give you that. Yes, go ahead.
My question is on this pre-arrival
Assessment report. Okay.
I want to know, is it possible that the moment your shipping original documents has been forwarded to your bank,
Okay.
most times they arrive before the
Vessel.
assignment itself?
It should. It
Now,
should. Unless
when they arrive, is it possible for you to apply to get the assessment as at that time, even before the ship comes?
Which assessment?
No, the power, as in to get the power and get the cost
So
of the
you don't need to tell the bank. Any bank that receives your document should go and do your payment. They don't need to tell you that. They are obliged to do what's that?
You only just request that you should now write a letter requesting for
Them.
Yeah.
Probably they don't have soft
Sorry,
copy of
go
the
back.
They don't have
These all these new old generation banks. Your bank is annoying.
Oh wait.
You can always change your back now. It's not.
No way. They tell you to no because statutorily
They are not.
they are meant to do it. So if it's something you're meant to do by it's just like you send them your form and they say write me that I should process it through custom. That's the way it is.
So the point is, do they have soft copy of the documents?
Of course.
They do. If
No,
they have,
because the supplier will even send the documents to them in the
then
first place.
once they get the soft copy of the
Is it soft copy you
document,
give them or original?
No, what happened is that
If it's soft copy, that letter they will request for it. If it's original, it shouldn't. But if it's soft copy, they will request. They will request. Why? They are meant to process with original. So if you are telling them soft copy, you need to write. So that when they happen in future, you are the one that wrote it to and say we should use it. That's what they're trying. They're trying to indemnify themselves.
Okay.
But if it's original, then you're supposed not to. But if it's soft copy, all banks do it. All banks will get something. They can get to sign a document, something to just show that you are the one authorized not to go ahead and use scanned copy. So if anything goes wrong, you're responsible.
Because in the case of my own bank,
Okay.
what they tell you is that you are not the one to send the soft copy to them. But it's the supplier that is responsible for sending.
Okay,
the
they want
soft
some- they want
copy.
supply-
So the processing of your part.
No, so what you do is they send it and copy you, so you will not follow up. Because if you don't copy, you
No, they
become
don't
an
copy you. They just notify you that they've received your shipping.
issue. Or you follow up on your supplier to blind copy you. Tell your supplier to blind. I'm serious. You know why? So that they won't receive yesterday and tell they receive today. Tell them to blind copy you so that when you know you tell my supplier said they have sent it though. Follow up. But sincerely, some of these things it might look so simple, but people are losing millions at the point because of the error or delays. So sometimes you don't just want to play joke with it at all. You don't want to joke with it at all. Alright, let's move on. So import guideline. I will be reading the next session, I will be reading everything. It's a new guideline that was released in April by Central Bank on the import process, and then I will make some comment on some of the items. In the pursuit of the government decision to seamlessly transfer the destination inspection scheme for import from scanning service provider to the Nigerian Customs Service with effect from December 2013, the following guideline procedures and documentation requirements shall apply in respect of import transaction with effect from that date. So let's take them one by one. Number one, any person intending to import physical goods into Nigeria shall in the first instance process informem through the authorized dealer bank, irrespective of the value and whether or not payment is involved. So even if I'm working with an NGO and we are bringing the mosquito net to be glue-free to Nigerians, I still have to process for them, even though it's free. So the fact that it's free is not anointing for them. I still have to declare that okay, this came into the country, even though it's free, irrespective of where the value or whether or not payment is involved. The initial validity period of an informant for merchandise goods is about 180 days, and can be extended by another 180 days by the bank. Anyway, you see authorized dealer is talking about the bank, commercial bank. For capital goods, the initial validity of an approved informant shall be 365 days, subject to a maximum extension for another 365 days. However, any subsequent request for subsequent revalidation of informant shall be forwarded to the Director, Trade and Estate Department, Central Bank of Nigeria for consideration. Supporting documents shall be clearly marked valid for forest or not valid for forest as appropriate, that is, whether or not foreign exchange remittance should be involved. All applications for goods subject to external inspection shall carry BA code, while those exempted shall carry CB in the preface of the numbering system of the informant. Payment for goods exempted for the external inspection under the scheme will not be carried out in the foreign exchange market without a prior approval from the Central Bank of Nigeria. The list of goods exempted from external inspection shall be as approved by the Minister of Finance. You remember when we talked about the BA code and CB code the other time? You remember that when you see BA code is for what? Inspectable goods, and CB is for what? Non-inspectable goods. Non-inspectable goods. And we talk about valid and non-valid also. Valid for foreign exchange and non-valid for foreign exchange. Yes.
The BA code, the full meaning of the acronym.
Sir, the what? No, I don't know the meaning. I've asked CBA. So people call it factor acceptance. And I tell them what CB. They've not told me what CB is. I don't know what CB is.
Sorry, come again. Mention BA.
No, it's trying to ask for the.
No, not expect.
Okay.
Say you.
BA is for inspectable goods. That's the code for inspectable goods. And CB is for non-inspectable goods. CB, yes. CB for non-inspectable goods.
Yes, if you go back now, you mentioned some list of. I just wanted to.
What?
That to be funny. Destination, some exemption, goods exempted. You didn't mention some of those goods.
I mentioned it now. I told you the other time that ministry artillery.
Okay, yeah.
I mentioned ministry artillery. I mentioned it ambassador importing.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I wasn't. I think that was.
No problem. No, I don't
Now
agree.
saying BA. Does it mean there are some goods that are non-inspected?
Yes, but no. That's what he's asking now. You will be able to import that. It's government agency that can import those kind of goods.
Okay, any other one we import?
All
Yes.
99.9% of goods are inspectable. So it's very few goods that are not inspectable. It's the person bringing it in. It's not the nature of the good, it's the person bringing it in and the capacity in which he's bringing it in. The informant and relevant performance invoice, which shall be valid for a period of 3 months, shall carry what? Now, the performance invoice is valid for what? 3 months. You remember? 3 months. That's where it's coming from. Shall carry a proper description of goods to be imported to facilitate price verification. 1. Generic product name, mark brand name of the product, model and model reference, description of the quality, grade and specification, and the quantity and packaging of the goods. Now, many people have issue with discrepancy because of performance points. So performance is extremely important. Any item you say that you must be able to properly describe it. If I can't just say tiles or floor tiles, I have to describe it. Is it glazed? Is it unglazed? Is it ceramic? Proper description. Extremely